Hey Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Queen of all the trades. So I have your third party situation reading here, okay? So let's go ahead and get started in the read. So Divine Masculine's messages to the Divine Feminine, how he feels about the Divine Feminine. He feels like Divine Feminine needs to release her ex, okay? Maybe there's someone in the Divine Feminine's past, okay, that is still around the divine feminine or still connected to this feminine. And the masculine feels like the divine feminine needs to release their ex. And it says, time has come to clear your energy, okay? And also, we have separation as well. So it says, time apart from your partners on the horizon. So this feminine and this masculine may be in separation from each other, okay? And clarifying that was the Eight of Pentacles. Now, I kind of feel like the masculine, is working on something or wants the feminine to work hard on releasing her ex. He feels like he wants to put in work. He wants to make the effort in the situation. So let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Holy Spirit, angels to heaven, please. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles, please, Aquarius. What is this Eight of Pentacles about? Okay, we're taking all these cards. Okay, we'll just take them because y'all just came out. I'm just looking at them now. So we have the Hermit card here, okay? So I kind of feel like, somebody's definitely doing some deep soul searching, okay, in solitude here. Somebody could definitely, I feel like the master could be working on himself deep down, okay, when it comes to this union. But I kind of feel like this masculine, when it comes deep down, I feel like he's working on himself, okay? He's trying to search for a way to get to this union here. We have the Ace of Swords as well with the Five of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. So it's looking like, some clarity is definitely coming in the situation. I feel like he's starting to be clear about going deep down. He's starting to see and realize something about this union here. And he's gaining some type of truth and clarity by being in this, in the state of going within, right? And I kind of feel like he's really missing his divine feminine right now because they are in separation. And he's just waiting for something. With the Seven of Pentacles, he's waiting for his ships to come in. He's waiting for his money to grow. I don't know what the hell he's waiting for. But he's just sitting here waiting. And he still feels lost, some type of loss and regret here. We have the Ace of Wands. So I know that he definitely wants passionate, he wants to move forward passionately towards his divine feminine. He wants, he could be missing sex with the divine feminine, being intimate with the divine feminine. What is the Seven of Pentacles about, please? So I kind of feel like he's working on himself right now. Working on things that's deep down within himself while they are separation to help this union. Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Tower card. Yeah, he's waiting. He's coming to some type of realizations, or he's waiting for a Tower moment to hit in his life. He could be going through some type of financial issues. Clarify the Tower. Yeah, a love situation. He realizing that he loves this divine feminine here. Ace of Cups. He realizing that he loves this divine feminine. We have the Queen of Wands. He sees her as attractive. you know, bold, courageous, um, feisty, like all that in a fucking bag of chips. Like, he's deeply attracted to her. He see her as real confident and all that shit, you know? And I kind of feel like, you know, he feels like the feminine walked away from him, okay? Or these are the things that he's realizing while he's in isolation, or while he's thinking in hermit mode, going deep within. It's almost like waiting for a sign, but he knows that he realized that he loved this divine feminine here. But I kind of feel like he's at some type of crossroads, you know, currently in his life, with this Two of Wands here. And I just seen the Page of Swords, so he's trying to go within and get more information before he make a choice at these crossroads. Why is the Four of Wands here? Okay, I thought that it flipped over. I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to reshuffle. Well, that's the Four of Wands here. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. You just okay, great. Six of Cups. Okay, so this is definitely a past connection between these two here, the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Okay, I kind of feel like he wants a reconciliation. And deep down, he's thinking about a reconciliation. So I did see the Three of Cups when I was shuffling, but I feel like he's thinking about the memories here, okay? Also, this masculine could definitely be hold up, before I say it, let me clarify this Ace of Swords. Tell me about the Ace of Swords real quick. But he's realizing that he's in love with this feminine period, and he has a lot of things that he needs to think about. Ace of Swords clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords, okay? So he's doing a lot of thinking here, okay, in his mind. He's realizing some type of truth here. He realized that he needs to move on, okay, move forward. Another card flipped over. What was it? Four of Cups, contemplating, okay, thinking about moving forward and giving this offer. Then at the bottom of the deck we have the Chariot card, okay? So he knows that he needs to move on and move forward, okay? He's feeling stuck. He knows that he needs to transition and take some type of action and give this cup of love here. He knows the truth. He knows what it is that he needs to do. He's working on himself deep down, and these are the things, the realizations that he's coming up with while him and his feminine are in separation. But also this feminine may have a ex that's attached to the situation as well, or maybe this masculine has an ex that he needs to release from the situation that he's attached to. That could be the reason why he's at a crossroads and not making any choices moving forward. He knows that he needs to. He knows that he loves this feminine. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Yeah, regrets. He regret the stalemate type of energy that he put this feminine in here, okay? He's really having a lot of regrets, okay? And right now he's choosing not to see certain things, but he's being awoken to these things here. But I kind of feel like he regrets putting the feminine in this stalemate type of energy, you know, in this one-sided type of situation. Because maybe the feminine was something to realize that things was one-sided. I kind of feel like he wants to communicate this, though. He wants to communicate what he's been thinking. Okay, maybe texting. Tell me more about the Two of Swords. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Wands, okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like he regrets a lot of things. He's mourning right now, possibly over some things that happened that was out of his control with the Wheel of Fortune. But also, I kind of feel like, you know, he's kind of like in this indecisive stage right now. This is the reason why he's contemplating, you know, and stuck in his mind about whether or not he should move forward, even though, you know, he's waiting for some type of sign or some type of realization or waiting for the tower to drop, the other shoe to drop in his situation before he come and offer this couple love to this divine feminine. And, you know, he's having some regrets. He's really going through some shit, like some woe is me type shit. You know what I'm saying right now? Like, I mean, not woe is me, but, you know, like, kind of like that. You know, like crying deep down inside. You know, he's not going to release this shit out in the air, but deep down, this is what he's doing, crying, you know, in this indecisive type of mode, not choosing to see shit. I kind of feel like the situation is a burden, though. He kind of feel like something is definitely a burden, but it's definitely divinely guided, you know. And I kind of feel like this masculine just need to have strength in this situation. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. Three of Swords. Yeah, it's a burden. It's a heartbreak. Something that's definitely heartbreaking. So I kind of feel like he's in a decision where he knows that he has to make a burdensome decision. And whatever this decision is going to be a heartbreaking decision. And I kind of feel like he's really fucked up in the head about it. Like, with the Ten of Swords, I mean, with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Cups emotionally, and, you know, with his emotions like that and all trapped in his mind, he really fucked up about this decision, and he feel like it's a burden, and he feels like, you know, this is going to cause heartbreak here. He has to end something. We have the Death card. He has to end something with this Death card. Something has to come to an end before he can move forward with this Three of Wands. You know, before he can even move forward. This is why he was at the Two of Wands. He can't move with the Three of Wands until he put an end to something. And he knows that this is what he needs to do. Okay? So let's see what else we got going on. I'll put all these back in the damn deck. So this is how he's feeling about the feminine right now as far as taking action towards his feminine. So the way that this divine masculine is feeling about the karmic person in the situation. Okay, we have heart-to-heart conversations, and it says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, so I kind of feel like this masculine definitely have a karmic person attached to them. Okay, and we have to clarify it with the Magician in the reverse. So I kind of feel like this masculine wants to definitely have a decent conversation. There's a need for this masculine and this karmic person to have, you know, a conversation about where their situation is going in their relationship right now. I was just putting my hair in the ponytail and now I'm out. Okay, let's see here. Clarify the Magician. I kind of feel like he doesn't want to be manipulative in the situation anymore. He's letting go of being in control of the situation, to control it in the situation. So I kind of feel like he wants to have this conversation with this karmic person, but I feel like every time we try to have this conversation, the timing is off. Like, it's not the right time to really have these conversations about, you know, whatever's on his mind. I feel like it's not the right time for him to have these conversations with the karmic person. Clarify the Magician in the reverse. Okay, King of Wands. Yeah, so I kind of feel like with this King of Wands, I kind of feel like he definitely wants what it is that he wants. Okay, the King of Wands always get what it is that he wants, regardless of what it is, right? The King of Wands is real ambitious, you know, real driven, real goal-oriented. The King of Wands makes shit happen for real. But I kind of feel like in this instance, he's looking towards something for his future here, okay? He's really looking at his future. And he's taking a good long look at it, you know, of what he wants. What he wants for his future here, okay? With the Knight of Pentacles. Tell me about this King of Wands. So this masculine could have Aquarius in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, he's looking at the things that he wants, okay? Things that he wants, things that he desires here. What is he wishing for? He's wishing to be this Queen of Wands. In some cases, this King of Wands is a fucking OG, okay? An OG player. player from the Himalayas, okay? And this is the reason why this masculine has a karmic and another two people in the situation. I mean, he just does. You know, I kind of feel like he ain't ready to hang up his pimp card. We have the High Priestess. You know, he's trying to protect some secrets right now from this karmic person. So I kind of feel like he doesn't really want this karmic person to know. Every time he's trying to have this conversation with this karmic person, we have the Magician coming up in the reverse. So it's really not the right time. He's not having these conversations. He's feeling like the timing is off. It ain't time to be talking all that, you know, because he's secretly, you know, he's blocking having this conversation. Secretly, he's stopping having this conversation because he's not ready to hang his pimp card up. This is what I'm saying. He's not ready to hang up his pimp card up. So he's pretending, you know, and hiding things with the High Priestess energy, hiding all these secrets and all this shit, you know, protecting all that, trying to protect all that because he's trying to protect some type of relationship here. And also, he's trying to protect an argument from popping off, okay? He don't want nothing to come pop off, and he don't want to rush forward and do things rationally here. Now he wants to be in this King of Wands energy, okay, and thinking clearly, thinking logically, you know, not rushing off and thinking out of emotions or impulse or anything like that. He wants to think with a clear brain, okay, because he knows that if he doesn't, you know, it's going to be, you know, a TKO motherfucking fight here. We have the Five of Wands, okay? It's going to be issues, drama, bullshit, you know? He knows this. And most likely end up in the justice system, which I just seen the justice card. So this masculine can definitely be married or have kids with this karmic person. But he's not ready to hang up his pimp card. He knows he needs to have this conversation with this karmic person, but he ain't going to do it. Because he's trying to avoid the drama. Even though he realizes that he loves this feminine, that he needs to let go of this karmic situation. He knows all these things that he needs to do, but he's trying to avoid a bunch of chaos. Basically, he's trying to think logically. Queen of Swords. Yeah. He's not happy in this marriage. Okay? He's not happy in this marriage with this Queen of Swords energy. So whoever this person is that he's married to could be a bitter type person. They could be logical. They could be thinking clear or whatever. But, you know, whoever this person is he's married to went through a lot of shit. You know, they've been through stuff. They had a hard life. They didn't have no easy life growing up. This person, this Queen of Wands had a hard life. This person could be like in her 40s or something like that. you know, older. There's an older woman. But nonetheless, he's not happy in this marriage with the Ten of Cups coming out in reverse and the Hierophant. But I kind of feel like he wants to stay loyal to an extent. Seven of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. Was that a seven? Oh, Six of Wands. Six of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. Clarifying the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Okay? So the reason why he's not happy is because he's not getting enough attention, okay, dealing with this Queen of Wands energy person that he's in this marriage with, okay? He's not getting enough attention with his wife. Yeah, I feel like he's not getting enough attention, and you know, I kind of feel like he's not getting enough attention and he's waiting for something, but I kind of feel like he invested some shit into the situation too, especially if they married, they have investments. I kind of feel like whatever money that he was holding on to, he's holding back from that, okay? Or he's waiting for something. He's holding on to something or holding back from something. Oh, this is what it is. The Ace of Cups. He's holding back that he has a new love. He's holding back the fact that he got somebody new that he loves. But the reason why he's not happy in this marriage is because he wasn't getting enough attention. Okay, next. Let's go to the karmic person energy, because his energy, his ass getting on my nerves already. I mean, you don't want to hang up your pimp card, but you know that you're in love with somebody. Like, boy, go somewhere, please. Like, my DM is a fucking Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius. And believe it or not, I'm in this kind of situation, which is fucked up. Yeah, I know. I know it is. And I would tell the whole world, because if y'all can learn something from my fucking story, that's good. You know what I'm saying? But, and I will share my story one day, you know. I tried to share it one time before, but people couldn't really hear, so I think I'll just do it again another time or whatever. But yeah, it's really fucked up to be in these kind of situations, you know. And if you in a third party situation, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, the shit is fucked up. And the way that I feel currently is just like, you know, I kind of want to just say, throw my hands up and wash my hands of the whole situation, period, you know, because it's really tough. But then as soon as I get ready to go, as soon as I'm getting ready to walk away, here comes my phone ringing, you know. Here come you knocking on my door. As soon as I'm getting ready to walk away, here you go calling my phone. Like, I don't want to talk to you right now. You know, like, I'm trying to clear myself of this fucking energy, and here you go coming back. Like nothing ever happened. Like there's not a huge problem, a huge elephant in the room that we don't need to discuss. Like everything is hunky-dory and everything is all fine and dandy, but it's not. You know, you got other shit that you got going on. And you're lucky that I fucking love you enough to at least walk away so that you can do what the fuck you got to do with your life. You know what I'm saying? But we not talking about me, so let's move on. But one day I will just share my whole experience, because maybe that could help somebody else out, you know. But currently I'm still in the situation. Maybe I'll have like a Q&A where we all can give each other fucking advice, and it could be like a big ass therapy session or something. I don't know. Because this shit is kind of cray-cray. It's fucked up how we be put in these kind of situations. And then here I am. Sometimes I ain't even gonna lie. Like sometimes I be sitting here questioning God, like, why am I in this type of mess? Like the way that I got into it, I didn't even know anything about it, first of all. And so months, all the way down the road, after my feelings was involved, after I done invested in so much time into the situation, after a lot of shit that I didn't put into the situation, then I find out this info, when this shit should have been disclosed to me, or this should have been brought up to my attention at the point of meeting, and that way all of this could have been avoided. You feel me? I don't know how many of y'all went through that shit, but just, I don't know. But let's see, the karmic energy. So the karmic energy, the way that she feels about the divine feminine, divine masculine, we have getting to know each other, okay? And it says, go ahead. It says getting to know each other, and it says as you reveal your innermost secrets to each other. Hold up, Kimora. Kimora! She can't even hear me. She want to give the dog a bath, but she don't even know what soap to use. She probably don't use my good dog soap. Crazy tail on that damn dog. Okay. Getting to know each other. So it says, as you reveal your innermost secrets to each other, your bond deepens. Okay. So I kind of feel like this karmic person is definitely trying to reconnect with this divine masculine here. Okay. Trying to get to know him again. Trying to reconnect. Rekindle some things between them because, there's definitely something along the line. He was feeling like he wasn't getting enough attention here. And that's the reason why this masculine strayed away from his karmic situation, okay, which is his marriage, which we can see here, towards this divine feminine energy here, okay. So we have you deserve love as well, and it says you are lovable. So I kind of feel like, she definitely loves the divine masculine. She kind of feels like the divine masculine needs some love. So maybe she's starting to see that this divine masculine is feeling, kind of sad. Maybe the shit is showing on his face now, even though he may not be communicating this with her with this magician in the reverse and having these conversations that he needs. Maybe it's just showing in his face and showing in his actions, how he's really feeling. Maybe he's being a little distant towards her, and she's starting to pick this up. And maybe, she's starting to see that maybe he need a little bit of love and attention here with the You Are Lovable card. And, trying to get to know him, trying to, rekindle things in that marriage because maybe she's noticed the same thing, that things, oh, excuse me, that things aren't really clicking as they should in their relationship. So that was all clarified with the Queen of Cups. Okay, so she's really emotional about the situation. I kind of feel like she's real intuitive, picking up on his emotions, picking up on his feelings. Picking up on his feelings, picking up on his emotions. She's a real caring and loving type person. Could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or got that sign in his chart, but she has like a mother nurturing type energy. Her energy ain't fucked up. And this could be the reason why he's having a hard time leaving, because this could be a good woman that he's married to, But he's realizing that he's in love with another woman. He's just not all that connected to this woman. That he wants, that he married with, And sometimes that kind of stuff happens in life. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. Kimora. What kind of soap are you going to use on her? What soap y'all got upstairs?
I don't know. Dove soap.
All right, go ahead. You heard of Dove soap. Clarify the Queen of Cups, please, and thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay. We have the seven of Wands. So, I mean, Seven of Swords. So she knows that, she feels like he's sneaking around. She knows that he's sneaking around, that he's trying to get away with something. Okay, she feels really sad about it, and maybe she's picking up on his, like I was saying, him being in this Five of Cups energy. Um, and she knows that he's sneaking around or he's doing something funny, but I just seen the Two of Swords, and she's like turning a blind eye to it. Clarify the Seven of Swords energy, please, and thank you. Okay, Queen of Cups came out again. Queen of Cups, clarifying Seven of Swords, clarifying Queen of Cups. Okay, yeah, so she knows that he's hiding his emotions here, or he's trying to get away with something, okay? Or that he's actually sneaking around with somebody who has a lot of emotions for him, which would be the Divine Feminine. So it's like she kind of knows that, and I kind of feel like she's stressed out about that. She's stressed out and worried about these type of things, So this is how she feels about this Divine Masculine. She either has a lot of emotions for him, or she knows that he's sneaking off towards somebody who he has a lot of emotions for. This, whoever this karmic person is, they got some type of water sign in their birth chart. That's the way they real intuitive and shit. Like, they really pick up on stuff. So she ain't no dummy. Emotionally, she know. Yeah, she think about it. She's contemplating and thinking about what it is that she wants to do. Contemplating and thinking about, she thinks about this at night. This is beyond her mind. She don't communicate this to the masculine, but this is what she be thinking about. Sometimes she be thinking about just doing something else. Going off on the fool's journey. Are you okay? Goodness. Going off on the fool's journey, be careful. You gotta be careful, okay? Going off on a fool's journey and starting something on her own, This is what she be thinking about at night when she sleep, because maybe she wants a victory. She wants some attention. She wants somebody to give her some attention, and I kind of feel like this masculine really isn't giving her all that much attention as he's supposed to, only because he's stressed out and worried about the feminine, his feelings for this feminine, his realizations for this feminine here. So maybe she's thinking about getting some, she's thinking about, maybe it might be good somewhere else, getting attention somewhere else, okay, with the Page of Wands. So this is how she's feeling about this masculine currently, okay. The way that this divine karmic person is feeling about the divine feminine, the messages we have are forgiveness and learning, okay? And it says, as you release and heal your past, you experience more love in your present moments, okay? And then we also have romantic feelings, and it says, your feelings are real and worth exploring. So she wants this karmic person to know. She knows that she wants the karmic person with this divine feminine to know. I know that you have romantic feelings for the divine masculine. I know he has romantic feelings for you. Clearly, this is what we see here with this Queen of Cups twice showing up with the Seven of Swords. So she knows this, okay? So she knows that there's romantic feelings between the masculine and the feminine, okay? And then we have forgiving and learning. So I kind of feel like, she wants this feminine to know that she's in this place where she's willing to actually maybe forgive the divine masculine for what he's doing here, okay? He's willing to forgive the divine masculine for what he's doing here, okay? Or maybe she's saying that, she's willing to forgive the divine feminine for even intruding into the situation. She sees that they have romantic feelings for each other. Maybe she's saying, okay, well, I forget the situation. I'm not going to be bitter about the situation. This is just a lesson that I had to learn. Was my karmic lesson. And that was clarified with the Four Swords, okay, which we see over here again with the karmic when I did the clarifying. The Nine of Pentacles and the Death card. So, yeah, she's really been contemplating these things. She's been thinking a lot about them, okay? And I kind of feel like she's been thinking about being independent and being single. Because I kind of feel like this karmic person definitely is financially stable, but I kind of feel like there's definitely an instability here with this crack, even though it's not in reverse, but there's still a crack in this foundation. It's 9. 9 is an odd number. It's not an even number here. Even though she's stable, she's going to be fine, financially on this cracked foundation. But because this foundation is cracked here, and she has stability, because this foundation is cracked here, she kind of knows that, she'll be fine, better off single, with the Death card and the Nine of Pentacles. I can do better by myself type of energy. I can do better by myself type of energy. Clarify the Death card, please, and thank you. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, because she's going to be good financially here. Okay, she's going to have enough money to take care of her, and if she have kids, she's going to have enough money to sustain herself without this masculine here, by herself. That came up with the Hermit. Deep down, she knows that she's going to be financially okay. That's what I was saying. So the Three of Swords came out, and the Wheel of Fortune. So she knows that things are going to come to an end. She knows this relationship is going to come to an end. It's going to hurt her, with this Three of Swords. But it's divinely guided. It's divinely timed, and she knows that it's going to happen regardless. And she's going to chuck this situation up as a learning experience. Yeah, she's going to chuck this up as a loss. This is why she's telling him he deserved love. You deserve to be with somebody that you're happy with, You're sneaking around with somebody who you have a lot of emotions for. So let me go off and do my own thing and let me go get attention elsewhere. This is what she's telling this divine masculine here. And she wants this divine feminine to know that, even though this shit is going to hurt, if the tower drop, if they separate, she's going to be good with it. She's going to be good with the decision. Damn, that's fucked up. It's crazy how we get into these kind of situations and how they have to play out. But as long as they don't end up in like nasty fights or people end up disrespecting each other, as long as each person understand what their role was in the situation, then things can move forward smoothly. But you have them type of people who really don't understand, what these roles are in the situation. That's what I'm saying. Like, this person could be an older type person, who's more older, who's a little bit more mature, who, understand these type of things. Like I said, this common person is a person who's been through some shit, like through the trenches type shit. You know what I'm saying? Trapping through the trenches. I mean, she probably wasn't a trapper, but she's been through some shit in her life. You know what I'm saying? She's been through a lot of experiences. She's well seasoned, basically, whoever this comic is. But, if it comes to that with the Wheel of Fortune, it's going to hurt, it's going to suck, but she'll accept it. She'll be fine financially. She'll be able to handle it. So, the divine feminist message to divine masculine, we have love yourself first, okay? And it says, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So I kind of feel like the way that she feels about this divine masculine right now, she loves this divine masculine a lot. Look at this, she really loves the divine masculine. She feels like the divine masculine is so attractive. But I kind of feel like this kind of person is, this divine feminine is definitely, um, telling this divine masculine that he needs to love himself first. He needs to put his love first, the things that he wishes and wants for, first. Because this could be a divine masculine who puts other people's needs in front of his own to an extent. I do feel like this masculine is real compassionate. Um, Even though the situation, the way that he's going about it is kind of fucked up, but he's more so kind of like biding his time right now before he makes any moves. But I kind of feel like this feminine is more so going to focus on herself, But she see what the masculine is doing. She see, that she's attracted to this masculine right here. And then we have trust. So this feminine is definitely having trust. She trusts this masculine wholeheartedly, okay? And she has trust that the situation between her and this divine masculine is going to work out, And I kind of feel like she's putting more effort and time into herself here. And we have the situation that's calling for you to have faith. So I kind of feel like this feminine definitely has faith that things is going to work out and trust. She's just putting her trust in God right now, or whoever you say. Could be anybody, whoever you, praise. But she's definitely putting her trust in God right now, putting the situation in God's hands, and, more so focusing on herself, focusing on things that's going to make her more attractive, focusing on, not just on the outside, but on the inside, focusing on shit that she just needs to focus on instead of not this divine masculine. And then that was clarified with the Ten of Cups, because she knows that she's going to get this, I wouldn't say everlasting love, but she knows that she's going to get this complete happiness. She's going to be completely happy in love, with this masculine. This is what she trusts. This is what she's believing, That's how she's feeling about this masculine. She wholeheartedly loves him. The Ten of Cups. This motherfucker got 10 cups from her. He has 10 cups. That's a lot. That speaks volumes. You don't get 1 cup, you got 10 of the motherfuckers, Clap out of 10, please. And thank you. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like, she has, she knows that things are going to balance out. She has faith that things are going to balance out. She knows that, this is her love. This is her soulmate. This is the person that she's supposed to be connected to. Who she's supposed to have this everlasting, not everlasting love, but I keep saying everlasting, but like, this deep soul love with, eternal love, not even eternal, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like the emotional fulfillment that we all are trying to reach. She knows that she's going to get this with this person, that things are going to balance out here. She knows that he's going to transition here, okay, and move forward towards her with this 6 of Wands. And with this 3 of Wands, things are definitely going to progress. She knows these things, okay? But she also knows that has to be a Tower moment in the situation. With the Tower being here, something has to happen. A shakeup has to happen. A Tower definitely has to come forth into the situation before any decisions can be made here, okay? With this Judgment card towards this 10 of Pentacles, okay? This family situation, this committed situation, this stable situation here, okay? Stability. In order for things to be stable, she knows that a Tower has to come, but she's having faith that things are going to move forward along the lines of this. It's going to progress, to the decision and to the things that she wants here, okay? And she currently knows that things is definitely here, okay, with the 2 of Wands. She knows that it's here with the 2 of Wands, okay, at this crossroads type of energy. So she's basically mirroring the fucking divine masculine here, and that it may be a burden, okay? And she knows that, she just has to wait, okay? Waiting in progress, waiting for things to pop off, holding on just a little bit longer, and then here go the goddamn hangman for more hanging in there and holding on, more hanging in there, holding on, waiting. That's all it is, waiting for that Tower to drop. That's all it is, But she could be going a little bit fucking insane, okay, or going on in her mind, while she waiting. You got all this time on your hands, she's stressing out. she's stressing out about if it's going to happen because she's doing all this waiting around, waiting around. So this is why we have love yourself first, because I kind of feel like, that shit, this waiting around shit is fucking her mind up right now, stressing her out at night, keeping her up at night, keeping her with all this anxiety and shit. So I feel like she's doing more focusing on herself here, trying to get herself in check, get herself balanced to cancel out this Nine of Swords energy and from being, sucked up in this depressive state by waiting around. Because in some cases, the feminine was doing a lot of waiting around and watching. Waiting around, putting a lot of her efforts. That's what she was doing, putting a lot of her time and efforts into watching, stalking, trying to gather information on the karmic, trying to gather information on the masculine. And I kind of feel like she just, right now, focusing on herself, chilling, because she already know that things are going to balance out for her. So to get her out of those type of energies, this is what she needs to do, focus on herself. But she knows that one day she's going to get this 10 of cups with this divine masculine here. And this is how this feminine is feeling about the masculine. So the way this feminine is feeling about the karmic person in this situation is new love. Okay, and it says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And so we have that clarified with the Page of Cups. So I kind of feel like she wants this karmic person, the feminine wants the karmic person to know that, they'll definitely find new love. Okay, somebody who will express a lot of emotions to you. Okay, a lot of emotions to them. Somebody who, will send you love messages, and you'll begin to have this type of love too. The way that I'm feeling about this masculine, you'll have this love too. So I kind of feel like neither is this karmic energy here. It's like a petty type karmic energy, and neither is a divine feminine, to be honest. So I'm picking up this feminine really isn't a petty type feminine, and this karmic really ain't a petty type karmic either. The fucked up one is him, okay? The one who don't want to drop his pimp card, okay? He's the fucked up one in the situation. The one who wants to be a player from the Himalayas, yeah. Happy with his pimp card, don't want to turn it in, yeah. That's him. The motherfucker with the swag. He got swag over here, so okay. But we learn to love them. Them and that crazy fucking that crazy issues, we love them. That's the reason why we fall in love with them. We fall in love with them because of their personalities, Not so much for what they have or, well, this is for me. Why is she screaming? I think somebody stepped on a dog. My little dog is small, right? And she just squealed. They supposed to be putting her in the bathtub, which she don't like the bath anyway, but they supposed to be putting her in the fucking bathtub and she up there squealing. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we love them anyway, at least for me, not for what he has, not for what he can do for me, not even for the sex. Like, we can go without any of those things, and just have the intellectual connection that we have. We have a lot of good intellectual conversations. Okay, he teach me a lot through conversation. He went through a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? He went through a lot of things in his life that I can learn from, and I have too. But a lot of things that I went through in my life, I haven't really admitted to him or came out to him about, it's a lot of things about me in my life that I just haven't really told him. And I kind of feel like he has some things that he really hasn't told me as well. But for the most part, I love the connection that we have as far as like me and him on this friendship level. Now, we have been intimate. We are on an intimate level. But, every real strong, solid relationship start off, with a good friendship. It doesn't just start off with, some of them do start off with sex and, that could be long lasting. But, in order to have a nice, grounded and functional relationship, you should start to get to know each other on, a friendship type level. It then builds it up like that, but we just have like a good connection. And maybe that's the reason why once I found out about, the situation that he was in, not only because of the circumstances of what was happening in his life at the time, but because of the way that I felt about him. And I really had, a lot of compassion. I really felt You know, I mean, I felt what was going on. I knew what was going on, but because of the situation and the circumstances that was happening in our situation, you know, I decided to stick by him. You know, I was like, I just can't abandon him right now, knowing that he's going through this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a real friend move for you. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was just a fuck thing, I'd be like, man, fuck that nigga. You know, I just found out X, Y, and Z. Like, I'm not fucking with you no more. You know what I'm saying? But because I was real with him, the way that I felt for him was real. The way I cared about him was for real. You know, like, I really fucked with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm deciding to rock out with you. You know, even though I know this in the back of my mind, maybe I can deal with it. You know, maybe something else will come along. You know, maybe this shit will get canceled out. You feel me? But in the meantime, you know, let's just work on trying to help you heal from these things that's happening in your life right now. You know, let's work on that. So me, you know, taking the intimacy and everything out of the situation, even though we were still in the intimacy, you know, but, you know, not really looking at that, but still looking at him as, you know, being a friend to him and helping him get through these situations that he was having in his life, that he was going through, you know, these major tower moments that he was going through in his life, that I was helping him out with, you know, emotionally, and just being his friend and being there for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's how these good connections start, you know. And then when I sit and think about it, when I lay in my bed at night, and I just ask God, like, well, why am I even in this situation? Like, 'cause sometimes I get just like how this feminine was here, you know, with that Nine of Swords energy sometimes, you know, because I'm sick and tired of waiting and all this bullshit. You know, with that Nine of Swords energy, I'm getting tired, you know, then I'll go in my mind because I have nothing else to fucking do. But then I realized, bitch, you got shit to do. You got a lot of shit to do, but you got videos to do, you got nails to do, you got hair to do, you got kids to fucking entertain, you got a whole lot of shit to do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never get stuck in that Nine of Swords energy for too long. You know, it may be for like maybe a day, maybe a couple of hours, and then I get the fuck out of that energy, you know, because I start to come to my senses. So I can regress to that, you know, because it can get a little bit lonely. But then I realize all the things that I have, you know, I'm real abundant right now. Like, as far as my family is concerned, you know, as far as, you know, as far as everything that I got going on right now with me and my family and everything right now, like, I don't have nothing to really complain about, period, you know, at all. So that's what snaps me out of that Nine of Swords type of energy from going in my mind and feeling stressed out and depressed. Okay. So let's see. Clarify the Page of Coins. Okay, so we have Five of Swords clarifying this Page of Cups here. Okay, so new love is definitely going to come. Somebody who's definitely going to fight for you. Win at all costs. Somebody's fighting at all costs here. Okay, we know that the marriage is going to end here. So after the marriage is going to end with this karmic person in divine masculine, pretty much, you know, because somebody definitely doesn't want the offer that's being accepted. Yeah, and then we have the divine masculine energy here. So even if this, yeah, so I feel like this feminine is basically letting this karmic person know that new love is definitely going to come into your life. You know, telling the karmic, even if they ain't cool or they ain't meet each other or whatever, you know, this is what this divine feminine is feeling for this karmic. Like, you know, new love is definitely going to come into your life. Somebody who is there for you, you know, somebody who, you know, really loves you, who really pay attention to you, who's really attentive to your needs, you know, somebody who's going to win or try to win for you at all costs, somebody who's going to go to war for you, you know, with the Five of Swords. Somebody who's definitely going to go to war for you, who's going to fight all the, you know, go to war for you and fight that battle for you. You know, somebody that's your divine masculine here with this Emperor energy, okay? Even though that this marriage is over, you know, don't think that you can't receive any cups of love here, okay? Or even though that y'all partnership will be ended, don't think that you can't receive a cup of love, you know? You'll find your divine masculine here. You know, you'll get your divine masculine. It just so happens that I think this situation worked out the way that it worked out, you know? It's kind of fucked up, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Yeah. So let's see what we got here for the messages. So y'all got a lot of messages. I just kept shuffling to get messages for y'all because you know this is my motherfucking sign. Rap for the Aquarius team, okay? All day, every day. So these are all the spiritual messages we got. Oh look, I just got these new Love Oracle cards. They came in the mail from the Amazon. Look. So I got these for y'all too. I got a whole bunch of them out for y'all that I shuffled. Alright, let's see. So we're gonna do the regular spiritual messages from the Psalms deck, and then we'll do the love oracle, which I got a whole bunch of these too, like 7 of them. Okay, let's see. So we have fear of the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge. Proverbs, I think that's a 1:7. I don't know. These damn numbers are so small. Y'all can see it right there. Okay, fear of the Lord. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge. Okay, so I kind of feel like, yeah, somebody was definitely, you know, I feel like this divine masculine, and this could be for the masculine or for the viewer or whatever, but I kind of feel like, you know, some things is definitely coming to light. Okay, people has been awakened to certain situations and what their roles is in life, and they looking at where they are in life and what you know, what they're willing to tolerate and what they aren't in that situation, you know. So we have good planning and hard work leads to prosperity. Proverbs 21, I think they say 21:15. Okay. So I kind of feel like putting in the work, making the effort. So we did see those cards a lot. The 8 of Pentacles. We see those a lot on the Divine Masculine and Feminine's end here, and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. You know, waiting for your harvest to come through, and then, you know, them both working on each other, the feminine working on herself and the masculine going down deep within finally and doing some soul searching and realization and working on himself, you know. So I kind of feel like these efforts that this feminine and this masculine are doing, you know, and separate, even though they doing probably the same work on each other, on themselves, but they doing it at the same time apart from each other because these two are in separation. But putting in this effort and putting in this work and doing all this investing, you know, into the situation here and investing into themselves is going to pay off. It's going to lead to prosperity, okay? And then we have, above all else, guard your heart and everything you do. For everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:25, okay? So I kind of feel like there's a need for somebody to block their heart right now, okay? And I kind of feel like this is definitely could be speaking to the karmic person in the situation and to this and to the divine feminine here, okay? Because there's definitely going to be a heartbreaking type of situation going on. It's not going to be a good thing because somebody's going to get hurt here, okay? Definitely, somebody is definitely going to get hurt. If not, all parties is going to feel the wrath of the hurt and pain, you know. The feminine may feel bad for the situation, you know, the masculine may feel bad about the situation, and even the karmic, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really a fucked up situation to really be in. But I said that, you know, from the jump. And it's funny, this is how divine do things, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is how divine do things, you know, because some people make decisions when they're in their younger years that, you know, these two could have got married when they was like teenagers or in their 20s or 30s, you know what I'm saying? Like, however old y'all is, but I'm just saying they could have got married like in their younger years, and it could have been on some, you know, you don't never know how the connection happened, you know what I'm saying? You never know how this connection happened or what was the circumstances leading up to this connection coming. Just like the only thing you know is the circumstances leading up to the surrounding between the masculine and the masculine and the feminine meeting up, you know. That's the only thing that you would know, you know, unless you would have this deep conversation with this masculine to find out all the info. But, in my case, I kind of forced all that information out once I found out the situation. But, you know, some of you may not know that, you know, what the circumstances is. And, you know, a lot of times the masculines had lessons that they needed to learn, you know, in these situations, basically. They still was in a learning curve. They still was in, you know, this growth spot where they were still growing. Okay, so yeah, guard your heart, you know, and this also goes for this feminine as well. You know, when I was talking about that Nine of Swords energy and getting into this, you know, inspect the gadget mode, you know, and trying to find out a whole bunch of shit, just pump your brakes, shorty, and chill out, you know. Things is going to balance out. Okay, you're going to get your 10 of cups with this masculine, just chillax, okay? Don't be going off, you know, and deep down into the mind zone. And if you're an Aquarius like me, like, it's hard to stay the fuck out your mind all the time, especially you going to your mind about a lot of shit. Like, the nigga don't call you, like, hold the fuck up. Like, what's going on now? You jump into a bunch of conclusions, but at the end of the day, it's probably some whole other shit. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. So, try not to jump to a bunch of conclusions all in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're an Aquarius with, like, water in your chart, specifically like Pisces, or it's definitely Pisces, Lord have mercy. You're going to be going down fantasy land, getting your mind all fucked up for nothing, for real. Like, that's how Pisces be, because they grow like fantasies and real, they just be, whew, trust me. I have, both of my parents are Pisces, and my brother is a Pisces. So my whole life, I've been living with a bunch of Pisces, okay? Whew. And I'm an Aquarius. These people looked at me like I was a fucking alien in my own family. I'm sure they did. They probably, this little bitch, she ain't nothing like us. She ain't nothing like us. Yeah, I'm not. God damn it. I think more logical than y'all people do. Okay. So yeah, just guard your heart, you know. Protect your heart, because love flows from it. And you don't want, you know, just in case, you know, we don't know. This is just energy that I'm picking up for right now, you know, or this is just the energy that I'm picking. Yeah, this is the energy that I'm picking up for right now. You know, this is where people's feelings are right now. You know, this could be. Yeah, this is where people's energy is. This is where people's feelings are for right now. So, what I'm trying to say is that you don't know how the tide is going to turn. You know, you don't know what's going to happen in the in-between. We don't know what's going to happen into the future. You know, how things are going to play out, and to the extent of the way that it's going to play out. You know, we really don't know these things. But currently, these are all the energies that everybody is currently feeling at the moment. But just in case they don't go the way that you want, or they don't go the way that this person wants, or that this person wants, you know, it can end up turning, you know, jealous, vengeful, psychotic, all kinds of shit, you know. So guard your heart. Like, if you're a person who's a loving person all the time, you like giving, you know, you are a real loving, kind type of person, like, keep being that, you know. Don't, even if you're not in a situation, or even if you're not getting what you want out of the situation right now, don't let that shit turn your heart cold. Ain't that a fucking Kanye West song? Something about turn your heart cold. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I think it is a Kanye West song. Something about turn your heart cold or some shit. I don't know. Cold hearted. I can't even get the fucking lyrics in my brain, but it just came to my brain and then left real quick. But y'all know something about being cold hearted or turning your heart cold. Okay. So, oh, look at this. This is so cute. Look at these two. They are so cute together. So we have playfulness, and it says, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Didn't I just talk about love and not turning your heart cold? Because everything that you do, love flows from it. So it says that, you know, love is the greatest healer here, okay? So try to lighten up. Try to be in a lighthearted type of energy, a type of playful type of energy. And being an air sign, I know that shit is kind of hard, because, you know, we real logical sometimes. Some air signs, especially if you got like hella air in your chart like that, and you don't really got like no other like playful type signs in your chart, you're gonna be real fucking like prude, like, for real. I ain't gonna lie, that's how some people be. But just lighten up, you know, lighten up. Don't be so like cold hearted or stern or whatever, you know, like, have some fun. And then we have sacred union. Look at this. This is definitely a sacred union here between these two. And then we have honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. See? The union is definitely a sacred union, okay? This is so pretty. Look at these two locked up. Look at that. This made my masculine for real. That's so cute. I like these cards already. I just got them yesterday from the Amazon. And then we have life is a series of constantly. Hold up. Let me read like I fucking went to college now. Life is a series of constantly. Is this fucking word? I don't know. Cycles. Oh, lifting cycles. Shifting cycles. My fault. Say shifting. Okay, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Okay? So like I was saying, things change all the time. This is what I was basically trying to say here. Like, we don't, this is the energy that I'm picking up for right now. You know, so we don't know like which way the tide is going to turn. You know, energy flows differently. You know, energy is in and out, you know, coming and going. You know, energy is constant and it changes. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that when people was reading tarot cards and shit that they always predicting the future, because they can say, you can be like, oh, am I going to get a card tomorrow? Or am I going to get a card next week? And then you shuffle, and then you get a card that may say yes. You won't get a card next week. But then when the fuck next week comes, bitch, you don't even got enough money to get the card because you had to use that money unexpectedly. Something that happened, you know, throughout that week that you couldn't even get the card because you had to pay something else. So the answer may not be definite. You might have had the money to get the call. It was a possibility for you to get that damn call next week. But, the energy done changed. The tides done turned. And now, you know, you got to use half of that money that you was going to spend to get your damn call on something else. So now you got to wait on the call. You feel me? But at least you got half the money left. So just work on to get another half and then you can get the call. You know what I'm saying? But even though you ain't get it that week, you might can work the money, get the money up in the next week and get it the next week. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it's just like people saying Jesus is going to come back. They know when Jesus is going to come, but these motherfuckers don't know. We don't even know. Nobody knows, okay? We just know that the day is coming, okay? So nobody really knows, you know what I'm saying? But just try not to stress and worry about the situation because you may be surprised at what's going to happen. This is definitely to that divine feminine energy who was in that stressful type of energy here with the Nine of Swords, stressing out because she's waiting here. Okay, let's see what the pictures look like on this. Oh, it's just a bunch of elements, the hearts, the earth, the sun on here. Okay. This is talking about environment change, element change, going with the flow. This is basically all the energies, you know, of the tarot, basically. It's kind of nice. And then we got, I got two more. This one and another one. Okay. So we have balance, and it says love is not always about, what does this word say? Agreeing just for the sake of it. Oh, okay. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay. This is what I was talking about earlier in the reading. When I was talking about that foundation that you're supposed to be on, like not just only being in a situation for sex, money, or whatever the case may be. Like, you need a lot of components here in order to have this stable foundation, this stable relationship, okay? You know, it's saying, you know, love is not always about agreeing, you know, just for the sake of it. Like, oh, I love you too, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I mean, if there's no challenges in this relationship, if there's no challenges, like say if, in this case right here, and I'm about to give you a whole example since this is your situation or whatever, if this resonates with you. And this example right here, okay? But when I'm picking up with this masculine here, this masculine is a fucking player, okay? Hands down, there's no doubt about it. He's a roamer, okay? He doesn't want to hang up his pimp card, so he's most likely to cheat, okay? Now, if you go into this masculine's birth chart and you look at his masculine's birth chart, and if you see things like that in his masculine's birth chart, then you know, okay, this is the reason why this masculine's like this, because he's most likely to cheat. Now, if you choose to still continue to deal with this masculine, which some feminines are because they love this masculine regardless of certain actions or qualities, that negative qualities that he may have, okay? So when these two actually do come together, okay, in some type of union together here, bringing everything together, there's still going to be work that needs to be done on either end. He's still got to work and challenge and deal with this kind of shit, you know, the plan type shit. You know what I'm saying? Are you really mature enough at this point, you know, to work on being in a stable, committed relationship with just one person, being monogamous, you know, those type of things. There's still going to be a lot of issues that come up. There's going to be money issues that come up from time to time. There's going to be a bunch of shit that comes up that you guys are going to need to work on. So if you haven't really established that good friendship or that good, all those things that that's supposed to have this solid foundation where if things start to crumble, at least you have a good foundation to rebuild back on top of, you know. But in this case, with this karmic and this masculine's energy, with this, I'm going to show you. Hold up. If it's still out, let me see if it's still out. Okay, yeah. In this karmic and this masculine's energy with this Nine of Swords, I mean, with this Nine of Pentacles, the foundation is cracked. You know, they didn't have a stable foundation to begin with. You know, they could have got together for financial stability. They could have got into a marriage for financial stability. You feel me? Like, real shit. You know, you never know, but that's what I'm saying, you never know what that situation is. Or, excuse me, I'm recording. So you never know what that situation is before they got into the type of situation. She won't get an ass whooping when I get off of here, watch, because she won't be smart. She won't be smart. Yeah, I'm sure it was. You got new cards? I know they're cute, ain't they?
Why?
They're so cute.
Can I have our old cards back?
No, I'm still using them. Bye. These cards right here, these proverb cards, I had got 2 of them, and actually the girls got them for Christmas like some years ago from their godmother or whatever. Because their godmother's an artist, so she liked to draw, so I guess she figured that she'll get them for the kids so they can draw on them. But all they was going to do was color on the cards, lose them, and I was going to be sweeping them up and putting them in the trash. So I decided to take them. It was like, I can use these, you know. They was good messages. Good inspirational messages from the Bible. And now they want the cards back, just so they can color on them and draw and throw them away. Oh, Lord. Okay, so what was I saying again before the kids distracted me? Yeah, so a great relationship has both supports and challenges, you know. So you're going to have up times and you're going to have down times, you know. And that's just how things are. So that definitely needs to be, you know, some type of balance in the situation. So things definitely need to be balanced out, you know, because it's not going to always be, you know, peaches and cream all the time, you know. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. That's how the world is, you know. Just because you think that if you're going to get in this relationship with your masculine, everything is going to be hunky-dory, because you guys still are going to have things that you need to work on together, you know, and things that you need to work on individually. Don't think that because y'all coming together, you know, I can say that I'm in union with my masculine right now because, you know, we are together. We're not living in the same household right now, but we fucking together, you know what I'm saying? If that even kind of makes sense, even though he in this situation right now. And that's the fucked up shit, you know what I'm saying? But we still together, if you catch my drift, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's shit that needs to be balanced out, you know what I'm saying? Things need to be balanced out, shit need to be worked out, shit need to be kicked to the curb, you know? That kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's just what it is, you know? Things, you know, there needs to be a good balance here in order for you guys to have a good, stable, loving situation here. You know, this feminine is basically feeling this. This feminine knows this, you know. This is what this feminine is telling us, and this is what she's feeling for this masculine. She knows that things are going to be balanced out, things are going to be okay. And then the last card that you guys got was, it says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have. And the memories you have will, the memories you have shared with love, with those you love, okay? So basically they're saying that when you leave this earth, okay, the only thing that you're going to take with you is your soul and the memories that you have for the people that you loved, okay? And I feel like that's the reason why this playfulness card had came out here. Basically saying, be playful, be joyful, spend time. You don't want to be in this bitter energy, especially if you're in this divine feminine situation and you waiting and stressing and researching and looking up all the shit that, you can look up about the masculine and the karmic and all that. Don't do all that, yo. Don't do that. Like, focus on you right here with the you love yourself first card. Focus on you with that. Focus on you, love yourself first, because if you spend all your time stressing and worrying and all that shit, yo, you're going to be fucked up when you go. I'm telling you, this card said it. They said it. You can't take nothing with you. You can't take nothing with you but your memories and your soul, okay? So what kind of memories are you going to be taking with you to the afterlife, about you being stressed out, miserable, down in the dumps and fucking worrying about this motherfucker, crying at night and all that. You going to take those memories with you, or you going to take loving, happy memories of you chilling with your homies and, chilling with people that you love, your loved ones, your families and all that? Or do you want to take those type of memories with you? You know what I'm saying? The choice is yours. You feel me? They gave us free will for a reason. So I think that is all the messages that we got for you, Aquarius. Let's see what this one looked like, because I didn't even look at it. Yeah, the choice is yours. Oh, look pretty. You just got an angel with a heart on it. Okay. This is pretty. So yeah, this is your message, Aquarius. It was pretty long and I'm glad that I got it out. But if you guys want me to share my story, my twin flame journey story from all the way from the beginning, from the time that I was awakened, and this will be from all the way from the time that I was awakened all the way into where I am now, then just let me know in the comments. Just be like, yeah, tell us a story, Just put a comment, say, yeah, tell us a story, and then people can like the comment or whatever, okay? Like that. And then I'll just come on here, do a live video. I'll do live again. I'll do a live video telling my story, and then after that, I can just do like a free Q&A for questions and answers. In case y'all want some questions answered about your relationships and stuff, we can do the tarot right there. It'll be free, because I ain't gonna charge y'all for the shit. Like, we all need fucking help for real. Like I said, we can all counsel each other for real. You know what I'm saying? Be a big support system for each other, because that's one of the reasons why I even started my channel, to be honest, to have like a support system for shit that was going on. Now, when I started my YouTube channel, I wasn't dealing with this masculine here, okay? And I'll get to that in the story if you guys want to hear it. But I wasn't dealing with this masculine. And it's funny how this shit came about, basically, and how many times me and this masculine actually missed each other. Several times, okay? Until we actually came to a point where we actually met. But, yeah, so basically, yeah. So this is what I got for y'all. Much love to y'all. Y'all know I love y'all, because we repping for the air sign, for real. We the most, I hate to say it, but, the most smartest one. See, Libras be thinking they all that in the bag of chips, for real. And Libra is my self-build, by the way. And Gemini is my rising. So I got air all through my fucking chart, to be honest. But yeah. Yeah, so this is where I'm going to leave this at, you guys. I don't really have much enough to say. So I'll see you guys in my next reading. Bye.